Hi guys, welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. It's a beautiful windy day today in Palo. Everybody's flying kites and it's kind of like their pastime. Young children right up to the adults, they all absolutely love the kites. And so you're looking in the skies and sometimes the sky is filled with kites all around. That's a really interesting thing. They love their kite flying here. And some of the kites are hand painted, handmade, and they can be as big as a car. It's really, really fascinating to see. And they spend hours flying them. And I remember my father once making a kite for me. It was one of the only things that I remember that he really did for me in my entire life with him. And it was, I even remember the colour. It was orange, and it was it was a big oblong, huge one, and it took him probably about 2 weeks to build. And at that time I thought, wow, he really must love me. You remember the certain things when you're a child, when you know your father or mother did something that made a difference in your life to make you realize that they do love us in their own way. You know, at the end of the day, they can only love you in the way that they love you. That's all they have, you know. And it doesn't mean that they didn't love you as much as you'd want them to love you just because you didn't get what you wanted, you know. We all have our kind of I don't know, measuring stick to love, right? And my dad, you know, he wouldn't even give me a hug, and the only time he ever kissed me in his life was when I was asleep, because he was frightened to show his love to me. But you know, I remember that one kiss after my mum died. It was a lovely thing. Anyway, guys, let's move on to something really interesting today, and that is how to connect to your crystal, how to feel the crystal, and to understand how, when you're holding that crystal, what it's actually doing. A lot of people just buy crystals and they think, oh yeah, they read about them and think, okay, that's the crystal for me. But actually, I think it's so important for you to become your own master of your own feelings. You've got to feel for yourself what kind of feeling you're getting when you're holding a crystal, because every crystal admits a certain energy. So you can hold a crystal and hand it to your friend and it can be a completely different feeling, because each crystal has and resonates a certain energy that may target certain parts of the body, which is different from your friend. So it's really interesting to, first of all, feel the crystal. And the reason why is because once you've got to grips with that, then you are your master of choosing crystals. Just like if you feel like you need some food, what do? You go to a supermarket. Well, there's no food there, of course, but you go to your local grocers and buy yourself some fruit and veg. If you are really attuned to your body tells you what you need to eat. Your body says, I need a banana today. And that's the same with a crystal. You can attune yourself to that, but it's about taking your time, relaxing, not rushing. Anything that is worth having or feeling in your body takes time. The healing process, the understanding of how you are as a soul takes time. You can't have instant miracles of understanding. You can't have, you know, an instant spiritual fix or instant healing of a physical body. It takes time. So this is the same as when you hold a crystal, you feel it. So I'm going to give you an example, what I'm holding today, and it's a brilliant example because this crystal is actually from here. It's not actually a crystal per se, but I still call them crystals because they come out of Mother Nature. And this actually has come out of a very powerful volcano. It's lava stone. Lava is a beautiful and powerful stone, and you can imagine that within this stone is elements of many different minerals and all of the stuff that a volcano would pump out. It's all from Mother Nature. And what fascinates me with this stone is that when I was walking on the beach last year, many of the locals were picking them up and using them as bracelets. And I said to one lady, why are you using them for a bracelet? And she said, they're very good for warning off negative energy. They're also very good for helping people relax. So I thought, okay, I was a bit skeptical. I didn't know, I wasn't sure. But then I started working with them. And slowly but surely I started to feel this crystal. For me, the most important thing for this crystal is the feeling of absorbing of negative energy. Like Tektite, it has a similar it's a gift, really. It's a unique gift. It has the same as a Tektite, but not exactly. So I can't really say 100% that it does the same thing. However, when I first held this, I felt my stomach, and it was churning. My stomach was turning like crazy, and I was wondering why my stomach was feeling the way it was. And then after that, I got this feeling of my chest, and I could feel that there was a lot of crap going on inside me, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering inside, and it was trapped. And it felt like somebody was, I don't know, squeezing my chest really hard, pushing down on it. And my stomach felt the same way. So I knew something was happening on a level of, I don't know whether you call it cleansing or clearing or absorbing, but I was feeling pressure. So I started using this crystal and wearing it for the next 3 or 4 months to see what else happened. And it was really interesting. So what you need to do is go and grab a crystal now, okay? So I'll give you a few moments. Go and grab a crystal or switch this off now and come back with any crystal. Don't kind of look too hard. Just go and grab a crystal. Okay, I hope you've got your crystal now and you're back. Okay, so what you need to do first of all is you need to find yourself a seat where you're comfortable. It doesn't work when you're in an uncomfortable position, because the strongest of energy within the body will stop you from feeling anything. So if you're in kind of physical pain at the moment, if you're not feeling happy, if you're angry, if you're upset with somebody, if your body is in pain, it's going to be a struggle to feel anything, because your body's healing and you're going through a painful situation at this moment. So you can really only do it when you're in good form and you feel 100%. Okay, so this really is for people who are feeling good at the moment. So what you need to do is take it in your hand as you're sitting comfortable, okay? You can lie down as well. And what I want you to do, and this is the secret, it's really, really simple. I don't want you to feel for anything. I don't want you to search for anything. I don't want you to look for anything. I just want you to sit and be. That's all. So just give it a go now. If you close your eyes, you'll find yourself in a better place, because I always say you see more when your eyes are closed. You don't need to concentrate on your breathing. You just need to sit there. And I'll explain what happens from there. You become attuned to your body by way of your body speaking to you. You will start to feel certain feelings in your body. It could be the tingling in your fingers. It could be a twitch at a certain part of the body. You can start to feel inside of your body certain feelings, movements, joint pains, and sharp stabbing pains in certain parts of your body. It could be in your heart, it could be your eye, it could be your ears. You could have a terrible pain just for a few moments, and then it disappears. These are the telltale signs that the crystal is actually targeting, blasting your energy at a certain place of your body. So give it a go. So this crystal now, I've got a real sharp pain in my jaw on the left-hand side. It's like somebody's just hit me with a hammer just here. And I know for the past few days, I've been not stressed per se, but I've been, thinking a lot, and I can feel a little bit of tension here, and my jaw's hurting like mad now. Now, it wasn't hurting before I touched the crystal, and it hasn't hurt at all, but now I'm feeling it. It's becoming more sensitive, and it's growing, it's expanding, and it's coming up to here just by holding a crystal. So what are you feeling, if anything? Can you feel anything? Okay, well, that's the start of how to understand a crystal when you hold it. You need to take your time. There's no rush at this. Some of you will say, okay, I didn't feel anything, it's been 5 minutes, but sometimes it can take a little longer. So if you give yourself at least quarter of an hour and just sit in peace, and even if nothing happens in quarter of an hour, you've still given yourself quarter of an hour of relaxation and just being at peace with yourself, which is like amazing for anybody. It really does help the physical and the emotional. Just that meditation, just that moment for yourself, not to think of anything, not to try and attune to anything, not to think of, the issues and problems with your life. So I want you to give that a go now with your crystal, and then underneath here, tell me what you felt when you held the crystal. Tell me what crystal that you had in your hand, and tell me where on your body, if anything, happened. Now, there's also the emotion side as well. Your emotions can kick in. You can start feeling angry. You can start feeling sad. You can start feeling many different feelings. That too is an amazing indicator that your crystal is working on, which I call the spiritual side, which is still another emotion. It's just when you feel something physically, your mind or your emotions kick in. So it's all connected. So give that a go and see what happens. That is the way I attune to crystals when I go to a crystal show. I'll pick 1,000 crystals up, and out of 1,000 crystals, I'll just quickly hold one and feel if there's anything within that crystal that is good, that I feel I can work with. And it's a great way. You should give it a go. Give it a try and see what happens. It really does work, and it's a great way to choosing crystals. It's always kept me in good form, and I've never kind of met a crystal I didn't like, but sometimes some crystals are a little bit more powerful than others for you at that given moment. So you can pick a cavern site up and feel nothing for an hour or two, and then leave it, and then a week later or a month later you can pick that up and it can just blow you away, and you think, wow. So it isn't that the crystal isn't doing the work, it isn't that a crystal isn't good, it's just it's not for you at that given moment. So again, it's, like I said, it's just like going to your grocery store and just relaxing and feeling what fruit and vegetable feels right for you at that time. It's the same with a crystal. Mother Nature gives us all what we need, and crystals certainly do work magic. Have a great day, guys, and thank you for going to Bajerski.com and choosing one of the crystals. I think we've got a few thousand on there now, which every single one I've worked on. So I hope you love them. I hope they make a massive difference. And thank you so much. And a big shout out to the beautiful Sophia, I think it was. Was it Sophie? I think it was. I met her this morning in my abode, and she came to say hello. And that was really nice. It was a very special moment. So, thank you very much, and have a great holiday here in Bali. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. My heart to yours. Bye.